Hey guys, my name's Todge and welcome to my channel. This video is about a portable guitar setup. If you like this video, please take a moment to like and subscribe to my channel. Today I'll be talking to you about my own personal setup, but firstly, what is a portable guitar setup? So I try to fit into 4 criteria. It's got to be light, it's got to be compact, it's got to be useful for travel, it's got to be functional, and it's got to be easy to use. So let me give you a little bit of a background as to why I'm making this video. As a professional musician, it can often be confusing as to which pathway to take when it comes to gear, whether that actually be, you buy this big amp that covers all this sonic round, and you buy this guitar that does, 100 sounds, or you buy this pedal board and you have ultimate flexibility. Well, in my time as a professional musician and someone who often indulges in gear, I sort of figured out that I actually needed less, not more. And what that means for me is that I have a light and portable setup. So what I discovered was you can get a headless guitar with a small pedal board and potentially a small amp that can be DI'd or mic'd up, and you can basically cover quite a bit of sonic ground depending on what venue you're playing. If you're playing at a stadium, maybe you'll need that Marshall stack. I'm not entirely sure, but let me show you what I have at the moment. So here is my Canton Custom Instruments Equinox signature model. Now, what's good about this guitar? Well, it has 24 frets. You've got many tonal options. These are both single coils, and this is a humbucker at the end. You also have these mini switches, which give you a little bit more flexibility out of which pickups need to be on and off. As well as that, I have a piezo system, which is controlled from here, and then also MIDI at the bottom here, in the rear if you like. At the top here, you'll notice that there's actually no headstock. So what is the good thing about that? Having no headstock is actually useful for travel. So if you fly a lot, which I do, I need something compact to fit in the overhead bins. So with this and the case, you actually shave off a good deal of the actual guitar itself, which allows you to put it into the overhead bin. Here's another view of the actual guitar so you can see it. So here we have my pedal board at the moment. You can see on the end here we have a MXR carbon copy delay. I've got a Electro Harmonix Freeze. This is a AMT Japanese girl wah, very small. And at the end here, the Fulltone Full Drive 3. Now, depending on which gig you have, obviously you can vary these pedals. The advantage with this is that it's very small. But also, if you look at the back here, don't mind the wiring, by the way, it's very bad. But we have the Pedal Train Volto, which is actually a portable battery that you can charge up before the gig. I mean, depending on which pedals you use, how many pedals you use, the power can be different, and you may have to, recharge that for the next gig. The good thing to know though is you can actually power this from a standard phone charger, depending on which one you have. I can't really speak for all of them, but my Google Pixel charger or my iPhone charger works fine. The other thing I should just mention about this pedal board is that you can chop and change these pedals however you see fit. So, if you need to save real estate on the pedal board, you might want to get a smaller Mua type pedal or some of the other pedals that are available to you. I've just chosen to do this because I like these sounds and I like these pedals. Now I've got other pedals too which I can show you, but for today's video this is just about seeing the practicality of small gear or portable gear. So the Pedal Train Nano pedal board that I have can actually be strapped on to this case, which came with my guitar. Very beautiful, very leather. Ooh, it smells good. However, you bring that and you also bring your amp, which the amp, depending on which amp you have, I've got the Compact 60 as a portable amp. You bring that with you, I mean, that's going to save you a lot of real estate as far as what you have to bring. So lastly, we have a AER Compact 60, and you can actually see how compact it is. I mean, look at the size. I'm fitting this on my lap right now. But basically, it's got two channels. You've got the input jack, which is here, and then you have another input which has a XLR. So you can use a microphone. You can use vocal if you need to. Depends. But the other advantage is that you can also do a DI out with a XLR at the back here. Don't know if you can see it on camera, but give that a go. So these are some examples that work for me. There's a lot of different products that are available on the market at the moment. You can think of anything from the pedal train, pedal boards, the Nanos, the Nano Plus, some of the other ones that are newer. And there's also, in terms of guitars, there's Steinberger, Strandberg. There's Ciari guitars, I believe, which they fold into the body of the guitar. So that's another option, which is good for travel and portability. Amp-wise, you could be looking at anywhere from the AR Compact 60, 40, maybe the Fishman stuff, even, the Fender Blues Junior. I still find that to be very packed, depending on what you need to bring to the gig. So we've come to the end of this video. Part 1 is more about the actual gear itself. Part 2 is more about the playing and how I use this gear. Thanks for watching.